Excellencies, first allow me to clarify that I am not Abu Bakr, but I'm the Minister, I'm the Cabinet Secretary for Investment, Trade and Industry, and Abu Bakr is our Principal Secretary, so I am holding brief on behalf of the Ministry. So Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Cabinet Secretaries, our Attorney General who is here. I'm also joined by our colleague, the Minister for Energy, Ondai Opio, and thank you very much for coming. So any issues to do with energy, my Minister is here. Business people and friends of Kenya and Tanzania. Allow me to start first by thanking you. We know this session was supposed to have ended around 5 or 6, but it is now heading to 9 o'clock and you are here. I take that as a determination and your commitment to make sure that our business indeed thrives. I will not say much, but just to confirm that before we came, we had written very many things. But because I have been part of the tour the whole day, I have gotten the impression that much of what we wanted to ask has been overtaken by time. And I want to take this particular time to thank our heads of state for the topmost commitment in assuring our business people that we can do business and we are ready to do it. One of the things that is obvious is that the business community knows what they want. Sometimes the policies have not been very well aligned. Sometimes they've taken longer than we wanted. But when I look at the resilience of business people, from my own hometown, we take onions from Tanzania, oranges from Tanzania, and they come every day. Our role as government is just to facilitate that to go on and to go well. Your Excellency, I just have 2 issues that I would want to just elaborate. The first one is free movement of goods and people. I want to note that Kenya, through our Excellency, we said that we have opened our borders to anybody coming from Africa. You need no visa. And I want to assure you that that declaration alone has improved business in Nairobi and in Kenya tremendously. When people are not sure whether they'll be allowed into our country, they cannot be able to invest freely. So I think one of the issues we'll really be looking upon is the free movement of goods and people. One of the issues that is worth noting is that the borders in Africa were set during the colonial times. The colonizers who set those borders, now back in Europe, have actually collapsed their borders. With one visa, you can move from Italy to Germany to Spain and all the other countries. Yet, in our continent, we still remain very emotionally attached to our borders. So there's no way we can be able to compete and work well to open our continent if we don't open our borders. So we want to really urge all our governments, and especially at the borders, 3 hours, 4 hours for cargo to cross from one country to the other is not allowable. So, Your Excellency, I'm sure these are some of the issues we've discussed, but we must say as business people, we want to be able to move our goods across the borders without having to worry. Your Excellency, in the area of tourism, you can imagine, again, if I may use a European example, you get a visa in one country and you can tour about 27 countries. Yet when you want to come to our countries, you need a visa from almost every other country before you can tour. It makes our tourism such a joke. Again, we can be able to come together and ensure that we are able to work and bring down all those barriers that have already been identified. For the companies that have already come to invest in Kenya, allow me first to thank you for the confidence you have shown. And one important thing is, if you talk of Bamburi, which we are very proud of, one of our oldest cement companies, we don't perceive it as a foreign company, even now. And even moving into the future, anything that you would take for Bamburi Cement to be able to grow, as government, we want to be on your side. Because we believe when you grow, also Kenya grows. And likewise, may I request, we also have Kenyan companies that are here. Whether it's KCB, whether it's Britam, whether it is Equity Bank, whenever you see a company or a brand from East Africa, That is your brand, whether it is Kenya Airways or whichever other product, so that together we can be able to build. Our true enemy is not each other. It is poverty, unemployment, and export of raw commodities. So that is where we need to put our efforts. And I really want to thank the two presidents, because when the world looks at our region, they don't see countries, they see East Africa. So either East Africa is a good place or a bad place. So we have a joint responsibility to make it the best. And that's why we support the joint programs that have already been suggested to ensure that we move together. I want to end there to thank all of you and indeed to confirm that all the resolutions that have been made here will be brought to life. Thank you, and may God bless our two countries.